I'm actually early tonight. Y'all see me now, okay? I'm early tonight. Y'all be talk about me, talk about she late. I'm early. Okay. I was welcomed with a super chat. Thank you, Warren D, for the super chat. So y'all go ahead and come on in. I'm gonna give everybody a few seconds since I know I'm early and all. You know I'm early, so I gotta give everyone else time to come on in. I'm early, honey. Okay, I'm early, baby. So y'all come on in. So listen, boy, today what we gonna talk about is this period in life in which women have stopped being afraid of being called a hoe. Okay? You don't even have to call the women a hoe. They will call themselves a hoe. And my generation is a very unique generation because it's like I'm young enough where I'm still in a generation of social media and the internet and this and the third and these new ideals. But then I'm also old enough to where I'm still familiar with those days before phones and before social media and before the internet and before all that. So I'm kind of in a little in between space. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Crystal. She says the topic, listen, this topic is a genuine this is genuinely whoa. Thank you for the Cash App, Tawan Henry. Thank you. This is a genuine, like, I'm genuinely concerned. Like, this stream is for coming from a sincere place. Because I be seeing certain things and I just be like, what? Really? So when did this happen? Because it has not always been this way, okay? I think that sometimes we all want to believe that humans act right because of this immense moral code and desire to do the right thing, and cue the violins in the background. I think that sometimes we want to believe that. But the truth is, people do right based upon there being consequence, repercussions, or something that can hurt or harm them as well. Okay. In the perfect world, everyone would just do right because it's just the right thing to do, and everybody would be that perfect. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it works. So most of the time, it does require people to have some type of consequence behind what they do, because otherwise they're going to do whatever. It's the same with back in the day. Men couldn't just go around being all willy-nilly and careless if they were stepping out on their women. Because when it came to their jobs, their careers, or their business, they had morality clauses in there where they knew, I got to be careful with what I do and move right. Because if this comes out, it can make me lose my well-being. Okay? So back in the day, things moved different because there was different code and different levels of expectations. Now, boy, I tell you now, everybody know who the side chick is. They blast it all over the internet, all over social media, all over everything. And it's just like, man, it's just not how it used to be. So back in the day, for a woman, your worst nightmare, the worst thing ever, was to get the label of being I'm trying to say the word because I don't want them to demonetize my video. But that was women's worst fear. Okay. And that is how women remained under control. Okay. Because y'all would even hear the fellas be like, these women nowadays are different. All they basically mean is that the women now don't have any type of code. Were the women back then any more righteous per se than the women now? Not necessarily. Okay, from the beginning of time, there's always been whores. There's always been, it's just always been a thing. So it's not that women didn't necessarily conduct themselves in a certain way. However, there were consequences behind it. Okay. Okay. It was not something that was bragged about and boasted about. Okay. And it was just not something, there was no, oh, I'm a proud, there, that's not the way it went. Okay. When I was growing up, somebody call you a HO, that was fighting words. Like somebody call you a HOE, that was like, oh hell, oh hell, no. I'm finna. Back then, it was a problem. So now, present day, I'm looking, Lord have mercy. It's teenage girls, young girls on TikTok. How to SD. I'm talking to this guy, but I don't really like him. I'm just trying to showing screenshots of text a man, what's up with the D, and see what he replies back. Then they screenshot all the replies. Young girls. Okay, I got friends telling me, man, I go through my daughter's phone. My daughter got D pics in the phone. My daughter's young girls talking to these dudes, overly sexualized, talking about what they're going to do sexually, young, middle school age. Okay, parents, go through your kid's phone. Okay, children don't have no privacy. Go through them children phone. Invade their privacy, y'all. They don't get no privacy. Okay, invade it, because these kids are off the chain. Okay, they are off the chain. Okay, so now my generation, we sit here and we see these girls talk about, yeah, proud hoe, yeah, proud, and we all sitting there like, yeah, proud hoe, yeah, so what? Link in my bio. See me busted. Back in the day, like a porn star was like unheard of. Okay, a porn star was unheard of. It was never that, your classmate or your next door neighbor or your coworker has porn sites. Like, porn stars were people that you only saw on video. You never saw them or heard from them in real life. It wasn't your homegirl or your classmate or your coworker with OnlyFans doing homemade porn. That was just simply not a thing. That was just simply not a thing. Okay. So, like I said, now my generation, we watching these girls. Yeah, I'm proud hoe, what's up? And we just over here like, well, I'll be damned. Like, genuinely. Okay, genuinely, my reaction to it is like, well, I never thought I'll see the day. I never thought I'd see the day. Okay, back in the day, women, there was no way in hell that women were going to sit and parade this type of stuff around. It just wasn't going to happen. Okay, it was not going on. Clutching our pearls, like, wait, so you gonna call yourself that? Back in my day, that was fighting work. You know what I'm saying? That was not, no one, I've never seen this before. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen that before. So for me, I'm just sitting back here like, I'm like, well, what are we gonna do now? Where do we go from here? Okay, once the women are not scared of that word, do we have a backup plan after that? What's next? Thank you for the, what is that? I don't know what that is, what currency that is, but thank you for the super chat. It says, my daughter is 17 and never has social media. All apps blocked on her phone and she's still happy. Listen, I'm getting ready to take my child off of it, because I better not see any little hussies. I bet not see any little hussies trying to get at my son, because I'm telling you, it's the girls. The girls going to the boys like, what's up with the D? Scat, you hussy. I fight churn. Better stay away from my child. Why now I got to sit here and I got to have the ragamuffin talk with my son for real. Like, all right, son, let's just go ahead and talk about this. Okay, I need to sit and introduce him to the ragamuffins. Okay. And you'll say, Six, you so right. Back in the day, there was hoes, but they didn't broadcast it. Nowadays, they tell everybody, like, why you got to let people know you getting it on? I don't know. Now, I'm still in the process of figuring all this out, okay? Now, I've recently been, you know, it's basically been slid across my desk to the extent that this is going on. So I haven't all the way processed it yet. So I need more time to really figure out what exactly is going on, because I'm not 100% sure, girl. I'm not sure. Someone said they would just sneak and do it. Boy, these kids know how to access the dark web. These kids are different now. I will say that. Once young teens get on Instagram, it's over. Instagram is literally a virus. Woo. How do you feel? Oh, I see y'all retracted. You retracted that message. Someone said, how do you feel about men with younger women and trans women? Pause. Excuse me? What you got going on? Then you try to delete it real fast. No, I seen it. Okay. So, you know, that title or that like being viewed in that way is what kept women on code, is what kept women, you know, where they need to be. Yeah, I seen it. So you tried to retract it, but I kind of already saw it, so I don't know. Oh, and you know what? You right. Listen, I want to do that. Like I said, I'm thinking about snatching mine off. The only reason why I allow him on it now is because he's an only child. You know, he's an only child, and I'd be like, so, you know, and then he's doing quarantine and digital learning. So I'm like, you know, I let him have it, you know, so that'd be his little way of interacting with his little friends and stuff. But honestly, at this point, I'm just kind of like, ugh, I really don't like him on there. Like right now, I have it where I can monitor everything, but it's like, I still feel like no matter how much you do to monitor it and everything, I feel like no matter what you do, you know what I'm saying, they can find a way to get into what they want to get into. So I don't know. Y'all. A lot of that seems to be happening. Yeah. Nothing in those anyway. 18-year-old never heard of a 1099. Yeah. So once we got to the point, I did not realize how much women care about how they are perceived, about how much that went into a code of conduct in a way and moving in a certain way. But now that I'm seeing that that is no longer a factor, I mean, imagine, you know, she out here wilding and you tell her, girl, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing that. Like, you know, that's some HO stuff. They gonna be calling you a HO. What do you do when her response is, so? That's like you hold a gun to someone's head, like, give me the money. And they say, shoot, I'm ready to die. Shoot? Oh, shoot. Well, listen, I wasn't expecting you to say that, okay? I thought that you were going to be afraid of this gun and be afraid to die. So I don't really know where to go from here. I would just end the robbery. I would just be like, listen, I had no intention on really killing you. I thought that when I came over here with this pistol that you would have seen it and you would have gave up. But that motherfucker look in your eyes and say, shoot, I'm ready to die. Right here. I don't know where to go from there. I don't know where to go from there. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and pack this up. I wasn't expecting that response. I would just go home. So that's what's happening right now. Is, you know, we're trying to invoke some type of code, kind of get some couth back to the way that we move like before. And it's hard because the women are just like, so, oh well. And I'm just like, well, it's been real. Well, oh my gosh. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Soul Cobra Vision Academy says, peace, goddess. I love your content. Plan on booking a consultation soon. Okay, my dear. Look forward to talking to you. Someone said, has anyone seen the buns and basketball videos right on YouTube? Not a good look once again for our sisters. Buns and basketball? Damn, I wish I had my son's phone so I could look it up right now. What is it, like women playing basketball with the buns out? Oh my God. Erlandy says, urgent. Urgent. What makes a person a HO? What do you define as a HO? Does having 2 to 3 bodies make a woman a HO? I think we all know what HO is. You know what I'm saying? We all know the difference between a woman who may be sexually active with a man that she's with, you know, that care about her, she care about him, that, you know, they actually talk and have a real relationship, and it's not just she going around just jumping into bed with someone that she don't know, jumping into bed with someone who don't care if she live or die. It's not a woman where any man with the dollar amount can come and give her the money and have access to her body. Okay? To me, we all know what it means. I don't think that we have to necessarily sit and put it into a one sentence. I think that we all know what it is. Okay? Because it's a whole different story. Okay? We've all experienced them before. We know how they move. We know how it is. Let's get past that surface level. Okay? You know what it is. Okay? You know what it is. It's just a woman, you know, she just, anybody can, there's no requirements. Anybody can get it. Anyone can go there. Okay? It ain't anybody and everybody. Okay? Now I want to look it up so bad now. Oh my God. Miss L said, just looked it up and they hold cheeks out. T says, men think none of us have standards because of these types of women. Yeah, that's why the guys now are just like, I'm very entitled. I think men now are very entitled to women sexually, because you're right. Nowadays, it's the women that are like, what's up? Let's just get to it. I personally think it's a defense mechanism. Okay? I think it's a defense mechanism that's kind of created by women who maybe a guy has slept with them and then ghosted them. And I think this comes from women where that has happened to them so many times, to where now they're trying to defend themselves by the intercourse being their idea and them suggesting it first and them getting the D and them ghosting the guy and them going to the guy like, yeah, I'm just here for the D. Okay? I think that's where that comes from. Okay? That has to be where that comes from, because it's like, why would that be your idea? You know? So someone says sneaky links. But I think that's what it is. You know, I think that women who are accustomed to, you know, when them having intercourse with their man is more so like consummating their bond or relationship, where you know that, okay, if I am having intercourse with this man, It's not even crossing your mind that, oh my God, if I give him some, he's going to get some and then never call me again. Like, you're not, I don't know, like, you're not in a rush to sit and jump in bed and try to get the D and ghost him, because it's like, it's not crossing your mind that, oh, he's going to have sex with me and then never call me again. Like, I feel like if that is happening to women multiple times, you have to really look within and really figure out, why is this happening? Because that's not really how it's supposed to go. Intimacy is supposed to push the relationship forward. You know, intimacy is supposed to, I don't want to say make the relationship better, but it's a ritual. It bonds you together. It makes you closer, you know? So when your reality is more so that, oh, he's going to get that and then leave, then you have to look at yourself as a woman and say, okay, wait a minute. What's going on with me that this is happening? You know, what's going on with me? Because that's not how it's supposed to go. So now that the women have said, you know what, we don't care, we're going to just get them before they get us. I told y'all the haves, the hurt ass bitches, now they're on the wave like, okay, y'all done pumped and dumped us, so now we gonna do it to y'all. And it's like, y'all gotta stop falling for any old game. When you hear them fellas talking about the pump and dump lifestyle, all I can think about is, who are the women that are actually giving y'all sex? Like, who is actually sleeping with you? Come on. After you're intimate with a man, that should tell him, he should understand that, okay, this woman has given me her body. Like, oh, we there. It should be an appreciation. It shouldn't be that, well, got what I wanted, I'm never calling this bitch again. That's not how it should go. That's not natural and that's normal. And I'm going to tell y'all fellas that have done that to women, y'all ain't right to do that. That's very disheartening. You need to at least tell her, listen, whatever your reason is, at least tell her something, or at least lie. Okay? Y'all be lying. Y'all men lie at the wrong time. Y'all lie at the wrong time. Y'all don't never know when you supposed to lie. Okay? Y'all just want to, y'all are going out here finessing these women, getting their draws, and then hauling ass. That's not right. Do the right thing. And at least lie. You could say anything. You could say, I'm emotionally unavailable right now. You could say you've been diagnosed with a stage 4 cancer. Okay? You could say so many things. Okay? But at least do something. But when y'all just ghost them, y'all just finesse them out their draws and then just disappear, you're creating animals. Okay? Now, y'all don't hurt these women so bad that now they out here feeling like, well, I'm getting them before they can get me. Well, I'm going to go to him. Man, my homeboy showed me the other day. He had to show me his phone because I didn't believe that women was actually out here doing this. I didn't believe this. Okay? He had to show me his phone. He said, look. He said, I met this girl at the club. That night, she was texting him saying, what's up with the D? He responded back saying, well, hello, how are you? Like, before they had even had a conversation, sis was like, what's up with the D? That man was like, hi. How are you tonight? Thank you for asking. I'm fine. How was your day? He was like, well, dang. You know? So I said, see, this is where things are getting different. Because again, back in the day, if a man wanted to get some from you, he had to come to you. Okay? I don't know where y'all, what y'all doing. Okay? At the very least, if you're not going to require much from the men, can you at least require that he go after you for it? At least make him lie and finesse you for it, at least. Oh my God, at the very least. Baby, people been lying. People gonna always lie. We're not gonna sit here and be unrealistic and say everyone should not lie. People gonna lie, but if you gonna lie, lie to an advantage. Y'all are meeting these men. I'm so disgusted. Y'all are meeting these men, and then the same day telling them what's up with the D. Sis, can you at least follow code and make him finesse you? At least make him do something first. And then y'all wonder why y'all get stuck in those cycles. That's why. That's stupid. There is a certain way things have to go. If he trying to get something from you, at the very least, make him initiate it. Make him go for it first. You have no idea the damage that you do when y'all sit out here and voluntarily serve your vaginas on to-go plates. You know what y'all doing? Y'all doing like this. Y'all are taking your vaginas, you're putting it in a to-go box, putting it in a clip, and you are DoorDash delivering it to these men. When at the very least, back in the day, if a man wanted something from you, he had to tell you what you wanted to hear, spend a little time with you, hold your hand a little bit. He had to open your doors. You know, he had to feed you, talk to you nice. He had to make you purr first. Okay? I'm this many years old before I've seen that women, before the man can even begin their finesse to get some, that y'all like, what's up with the D? Legs just like this. What's up with it? Please take y'all vaginas out these to-go boxes. Okay? This is going to have long-term effects on us as women. And also what it's going to do is, you know what would happen if you seen, so we all know the men are the hunters. I always use the example, the men are the lions. The lion, they hunt what? What do they hunt? The antelope. Now, what if you were on an African safari and you look over yonder and you see an antelope hunting the lion? You know what I would think? I would think the antelope was rabid. Imagine if you seen an antelope coming up behind trying to hunt and take down a lion. You would be thinking, this mofo has rabies. You know what I would do? I would shoot the antelope. I would say it's rabid, it has rabies, because it's unnatural to see the antelope trying to hunt the lion. I would say, shoot it. It's rabid. It's got to be something wrong with it. Why is this antelope trying to push up on and hunt this lion? This antelope must be sick. It must be rabid. Please shoot it before it spreads. Okay? Some of y'all out here like rabid antelopes, hunting the lions, hunting the men, putting your vaginas into go boxes and Uber Eatsing it to these Negroes. This has a very severe psychological effect on men. It's very unnatural for the man to have women proactively, I'm talking about off rip, you ain't even had no conversation. Just, hey, what's up? Oh, can I have your number? Okay, here's the number. Now the women saying, no, give me your number. Now you getting their numbers and you calling them. And you're texting them, what's up with the D? Ugh. Muhammad said Uber Eats is too fancy. It's more like Postmates. Okay? It's more like dollar delivery. So now, imagine what would happen. Going back to the lion antelope analogy. Imagine what would happen if the antelopes just started going in front of the lions, hunting them down, like, hey, I'm right here. And the antelopes just started going up to the lions and laying down, like, right in front of the lions, like, here I am, eat me, and fall on the ground like Andy's toys. The lions at first would kind of be like, wait a minute. I thought we had to go out there and hunt for these things. Did this thing just Uber Eats itself right in front of me and fall on the ground for me to eat? The lions are going to be like, this is odd, but hey, easier on me, and they're going to eat. Okay? So what's going to start to happen if this keeps happening? Now, the lions are going to start looking at the antelopes. The antelope see the lion, the antelope like, whoop, let me get up out of here. I know he's trying to The lion gonna start looking at the antelope like, bitch, lay down so I can eat you. Where are you going? Y'all talk about, oh my God, chivalry is dead. These men don't this. You started taking away the hunt. You hunting them. So at first, it might seem cool to the lion. It might seem cool. It might seem like, wow, this is so much better, so much easier. Till they find out it's rancid meat. Okay. Now what happens? Now the lion gets stuck between a rock and a hard place where, wait a minute, I know I'm supposed to chase these antelope and I'm supposed to hunt them down, but this antelope came to me, it had rabies. Now it becomes afraid to hunt. Now the lion don't know if it's coming or going. The lion don't know. The lion's like, so I see the antelope. You coming over here? You want me to come over there? The lion's like, the antelope looking at the lion like, I know that you are not expected for me to come lay down and just let you eat me. Okay, I know you about to at least come chase it down. My God. Okay, so now the men are looking at the women like, what's up? Open them legs. I want the puss. And it's like, ah. And then as women, you be looking around looking like, I wonder where these men get this idea from. You know what I'm saying? That should be something that should happen quickly. When you look around and you hear the way these fellas talk, and it's like, where y'all getting this from? Then you realize what's going on. You know what's going on? To go box puss. Y'all are messing up the ecosystem. Okay. But he says, I'm not hunting a woman in this age of Me Too and toxic masculinity. I just had to correct a sister I had a conversation with, and I mentioned the connection between sex and depression as it relates to, oh, I don't think he finished. Jeff says, it's funny, I met this woman and about 15 minutes into our conversation, she said to me, when you going to let bounce on that thing? Oh my God. Ladies, do y'all feel me? Do y'all remember how it was back in the day? Back in the day, this was how it would go. First of all, it wasn't no social media. Okay. First of all, it wasn't no filters and social media and all that. You had to look good in real life. How would it go? On the weekends, okay, you go to the movies, go to the mall, go to the skating rink, whatever, okay? You go out, or somebody have a house party, you and your girls get dressed, y'all go to the house party, cute, okay? If a man saw you and he wanted you, he had to come speak to you, okay? The shy ones, at the very least, they would send a friend over and they'll say, my boy like you, my boy want to talk to you. Y'all remember the day. Y'all remember the vibes. The man knew if I don't say something to her, I can't just go to her Instagram. The man knew, okay, if I see her and I want her, I got to say something. I can't see her and then go on my Facebook and search my nearby friends and then jump in her DM later. The man had to step up and come say something, okay? The women were not approaching the man, okay? It just was not happening like that. Then he had to talk to you nice, okay? He had to talk to you nice. They already knew what they had to do, okay? He had to work for it. They knew it was going to be steps and processes, okay? And they did it. It was no big deal. The guys knew. The guys would get dressed up looking all good. Okay, they would get dressed up looking good. They had their boys, you had your girls, everybody peeping each other. Everyone was actually talking to each other. The men were more fulfilled because I'm not going to say it's not the sex that men really want, because it is. However, the chase and leading up to it is something that they also need as well. Okay, thank you for the super chat. Sip the truth. He says those were the good old days. Sex, man, it was sexy. Okay, ladies, you don't know good sex until a man has really like When a man has really, you ever seen when you pet a cat and you keep petting the cat and the cat just starts out like, whatever. And as you keep petting the cat starts to purr. Then the cat starts to get like butter, and then the cat starts rubbing up on your leg, and before you know it, the cat done flopped on his belly, like rub my belly. Like, it was a process. The men had to pet us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They had to talk to us nice. So then by the time that moment did come where you was gonna give him some, it was amazing. Because as a woman in your psychology, again, when it comes to sex, for the man, a big part of it is the hunt and the working for the sex. And then for a woman, it's the adoration that comes to get the sex. That's what make your body open up, make your body get wetter, make you less shy in the bedroom because you feel comfortable with this man. You trust the man. Okay. Y'all think that y'all having good sex with these men that you just met. You're not. You're not really having good sex with them. You're not. They're not adoring you. They're not working for you. They're not pursuing you. None of that. That's not good sex. You suffering, my sister. Okay? When they gotta work for it, make you purr a little bit, talk to you nice a little bit, that's good sex. And by the time you give him some, that thing is thangy. Okay? And then it's like these women be talking about they doing all this with all these dudes. I know it ain't good. You know why? Because as a woman, if you really putting forth effort, okay, you don't have it in you to do it with one man, then turn around same day with the next one and no. Y'all just be sitting there. Y'all be doing basic stuff thinking that you're doing it, but you're probably not. Because if you're doing it right, there shouldn't be no puss left. When you're done, there should be no more puss available. Okay? If you still have the energy, okay, if you still have the time and space, if your jaw is not sore, okay, if you not, you know, I ain't gonna say the rest because it's a little graphic, but you got too much energy left after this. Okay, more having to serve more than one penis. I don't know about that. I don't know if you should have that much opportunity and that much space to serve more than one penis. You're leaving a lot of puss on the plate still. You ever see when you eating your food and they say, you ain't even eat all your food. You ain't even eat all your food. You having this random porn style, non-connected, casual, dull, no connection, stranger sex, thinking that you're having good sex. You're not. You cannot psych out and play your feminine psyche. Your feminine psyche requires certain things. Okay? Do yourself a favor and have sex with a man that pursued you. Have sex with a man that pet you a little bit, made you purr, and have you buttery and purring before you do it. And tell me how much better that don't be. Okay? Now the men have developed really bad trust issues. Now the man, again, the lion don't sat there for so long. Now the lions don't have the antelopes delivered right to their front door. Now the lions looking at all the antelope that they should just lay down and die in front of them. Just lay down and die. Now you've caused the men. Now the men are like, yeah, so this is what we're doing. They don't know the adverse effects of it yet. Some men do, some don't. Some are still in that phase where they think this is a good thing, not knowing that that's why a lot of men are unsatisfied. That's why a lot of men having sex with all these women, they're not satisfied. Because a part of what they need to feel satisfied is that once they get this puss, it's like, yes, I made it. Like I had to work for it. Men are competitive, remember. What if when they had a sports game, you know, they had a sports game and they just flip the coin and whoever calls it wins? No, the men, they want to play the game. They want to compete. They want to do all that. Then they want to win. They don't want to just get there and say, you know what, guys, let's just make this easy. Okay, let's flip a coin. Whoever calls it wins the game. No, they want to play. So this is why the men that are having sex with all these women, they having all this sex, but they're not satisfied, don't trust. They have no trust issues. They have severe trust issues. No connection, and they've just turned into these shells of people. That's why now we in this zombie apocalypse. Okay. Okay, say something. Say something, Kenny 4547. He said, and once you work for it and get it, it's normally always good. And it be good for both parties. Y'all be out here spitting on puss. I'm gonna give y'all an indicator, ladies. If you gotta spit start the puss, this ain't the man you should be having sex with. He ain't made it purr enough yet. If y'all would take some time to get to know these people, have sex with a man. I'm not finna sit here and preach no unrealistic stuff. Talk about everybody should wait till they're married to have sex, and you should. It ain't gonna happen. Are people gonna hunch? Oh, they're gonna get it in. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh my God, and you should only be having sex with your man, and I'm not gonna do that. That is not happening. People gonna do what they do. Okay, but what I'm saying is, sis, at the very least, stop taking that chase away. Stop taking the chase away. That whole life, that whole stuff, that ain't it. It ain't it. It's not really fulfilling. Y'all are not happy like that. Y'all got to stop that. Let him come get it. My God, at the very least, let him come get it. When y'all actually make him work for it, let that tension build up, let that pressure build up. Man, okay, thank you, Defun Tatiana. Says sex starts in the mind. Man, like y'all really missing out. Okay, when you have sex with a man, that should be we consummating this. You know, we've been doing our thing, and now it's time to go ahead, baby. Go ahead and prove your manhood to me for real. Yeah, that's when it's good. But y'all going out here doing all this, man, that's not it. Brianna, thank you for the super chat. She says, don't even want to look or want another man because he knocked off your equilibrium. LOL, love you, sis. Fat, what I'm saying, like, wait a minute. So y'all still got puss left over? Oh, well, you ain't doing something right, honey. Okay, because the puss should be sold out. By the time you go there with a man, it shouldn't be no more puss. That's why y'all out here having to do the most, trying to get wet and got these strange men spitting on y'all vaginas. Sweetie. No, ma'am. Sis, treat yourself to some good sex. Treat yourself to some real good sex. Okay? When he come get it from you, he pursue you. And you see that hunt in his eyes. You feel his testosterone. He feel your estrogen. Let it build. Build a little bit of trust. Build a little bit of connection. Pressure bust. Pipes. Okay? Y'all out here, even y'all fellas, y'all got to stop doing that too. Y'all got to stop being out here thinking that just because a woman DoorDash her puss to your front door that you got to take it. My brother, that's a broken woman. Understand this. Understand that the woman's vagina is a portal. And it's a portal to one or two places. Heaven or hell. And a lot of these women popping up, giving y'all first class to go plate tickets to hell. And y'all jumping right on it. Then wonder why you have these high death rates of yourselves and depression. You are accepting one-way free tickets straight to hell. What's easier is not always better. Then the non-HOs got to sit and deal with y'all having trust issues. Nobody told you. You would think that was weird when that antelope came straight up to you and laid down in front of you and died so you could eat it. You ain't think that was weird. You ain't know that thing had rabies. You ain't think it was weird when you as a lion had this antelope pull up on you and pounce on you? You ain't think it was rabid? You thought that was gonna come with nothing? Then we got to hear about how, oh, pump and dump, these bitches ain't. Man, come on, man. At the very least, stay away from a woman who, at the very least, if y'all are going to be having sex, but you're not in a relationship, at the very least, deal with the woman that make you come get her. Stop letting these rancid antelopes plop down dead in front of you, and then your dumbass eat it, talk about, oh, this saved me some time, thinking you cheated the system. You did not. A big part of the reason behind the entire mental health crisis in black men is black men dipping into so many broken women. Black men sticking their dicks into purgatory. That's what a woman's vagina is. It's either the halfway house between hell or heaven. Some of y'all sticking your, why you think they say, when a nigga say, oh, he slept with a woman and then he burning? You know where that fire come from? That pit of hell in there. That's why a lot of y'all burning now. You burning spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Why? Because you're sticking your phallus into hell. Rancid, rabid hell. Then y'all always be the same man talk about, oh, these women, they be stank. That, of course they be stank. It's rancid. You have not been in a heavenly vagina. Because you on some, you want the woman that is easiest. That's only rancid vagina, duh. All y'all got the same complaints. It stank. They hold, they ain't shit, they ain't. Well, because you are eating rancid meat that laid down in front of you and died. You ain't had no heavenly puss. You ain't had no intentional puss by a grown-ass woman. Okay? Where Tom, Dick, and Harry is not in there talking about she's empowered. Okay? That good puss. That puss that you got steps you got to take first. That puss that does not have delivery. It's carry out only. Stop taking that delivery puss. Nah, baby. This is made to order. This is made to order. You got to come inside, pay, sit down, wait for your food to get cooked. This ain't no delivery. Postmates Pusss. Okay? Now, if y'all men think that you're above the law and that you can continue to go out here going inside this portal to hell of all these dead antelopes plopping themselves in front of you to eat, then my brother, do your thing. All we ask is that you stop complaining. Okay? That's our only thing we ask. All we ask is that you stop complaining. All we ask is that you stop. We are tired of the little violins in the background having to hear about how you hurt when you're eating this rancid meat. Okay? Despise the free puss. Because it's never free. And it ends up costing you the most in the long run. Okay? Ladies, I ain't finna sit here and be unrealistic and tell y'all to be angels, because y'all far from it. What I am saying is, stop delivering your vaginas in to-go boxes to these men. Stop. You are seriously messing with yourself psychologically and them. And it's going to cause irreversible damage. And don't forget that you may be on that BS now, but one day you might have a daughter, you might have children. Do not, have y'all ever seen how they'll tell you, like, in my old neighborhood, there will always be deers that would come in my backyard. Okay? They have a sign up in the neighborhood. It says, don't feed the deers. No matter how cute Bambi look coming up to you like this, don't feed them. Somebody put in the chat the reason why you should never feed a wild animal. Somebody put in the chat, if people have knowledge on this, why do they say that you should never feed a wild animal? Oh, that's so much better. Oh my God. Someone said they keep coming back, they get comfortable. Keep coming back, and then what if you're not there? Look, y'all think about the underlying, the real problem. Don't just say they'll keep coming back. Take a step further. Nope. 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 They don't say don't feed them because they'll keep coming back. What they say is you don't feed them because feeding them alters their DNA and instinct. No, it's not that they will attack. That's not the underlying reason. The real reason you cannot feed wild animals is because then they will start to look at humans as, okay, the human's supposed to give me food, and they will stop hunting their own food. They will die. The reason why you cannot feed wild animals is because this alters their DNA. It alters their God-given instinct, and it makes them stop hunting. It is very dangerous as women for y'all to go out here proactively offering your vagina in to-go boxes to these men that you don't even know on the first day you're meeting them, talking about you're empowered. It's not cute. And like I said, the very least, make them come get it. It's bigger than you. No women in history have ever conducted themselves this way. Never. Even back in the 1920s, the ladies of the night would come out well-dressed, looking dignified, sit at the bar, and the men would have to even come to them at the bar and ask for a date. Women have never in history sat there putting their vaginas into to-go boxes, texting men what's up with the D the first day you meet them. Talk about proud hoe. Talk about, yeah, proud hoe. But that whack puss that you have puss left over to distribute, when if you was really doing it right, there would be no puss. Okay? You're out here distributing half off puss. Okay? This ain't it, y'all. This just ain't it. Okay? The moment women stopped being afraid of that word, that was it. It was over with from then. But ladies, we gotta do better. There is a bigger issue here. Okay. So I'm clutching my pearls. Okay, pearls is clutch. I'm over here like, wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you for the super chat, Danica. Yay. Y'all, me and Danica are going to be going live. Thank you for the super chat, Jalen. Love your content, 6. Great young women. Great for young women like me. That's what I do it for y'all. Me and Danica are going live on Thursday, y'all. We are going to be having a dope discussion. And we are going to be talking about how a woman letting herself go and withholding sex should be grounds for a no-fault divorce on the man's behalf. Okay. It's a very important discussion that we need to have. Thank you for the super chat, Malevolent Elephant of $4.99. He says, I don't know, sis. The Woodstock era in the 70s was wild, according to some OGs I've talked to. A lot of women were getting it in. Yeah, and there was no phone, social media, or evidence. A lot of those women, they got it in, had fun at that event, and half of them women now are grandparents to beautiful grandchildren, married with their husbands, and nobody ever knows. There was no social media or cameras to document it. What happened there stayed there. Whatever happened, if you weren't there to see it, it ain't happened. Okay? Again, I'm not saying that women at one period in history were innocent angels. What I'm saying is it was different. Okay? The women didn't act a fool at Woodstock and then turn around the next day and make TikToks about it, saying, I slept with, what's that girl that just slept with, Tristan Thompson? That guy on there was like, I slept with Tristan. Or that one girl that slept with Lil Baby and got on the internet and was like, I just slept with Lil Baby. The D was good. It was like, so they wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they may have been getting it in, but it wasn't like how it is now. All them women right now, married right now, husband ain't got no clue what they did. Their grandchildren have no clue. They over there looking like do, and kept moving. They did not brag about it, talk about it, TikTok about it. There was none of that. That's the whole point here. Someone said, but they don't mind promiscuous white Latin women. Says who? Men don't mind promiscuous women of any race. Okay? Because again, they have to work on their own standards to despise the free puss. And just because some free puss come your way don't mean you gotta take it. Okay, but most men, women of any race come delivering some free puss, they gonna take it. I don't think it's that, oh, they don't mind with other races. I don't think that's true. Of course they don't mind. They don't mind with any race. If you delivering it free, okay? You know, so don't use that excuse either. Oh, but white girls can. And even if women of other races were doing it, what the hell they got to do with us? When white girls are doing it, and okay, how does that correlate to me and you? The hell with them. Who cares? Okay? They ain't got nothing to do with us. We can have our own code. We can have our own code of conduct. We can have our own. All I know is what y'all do need to stop doing is delivering your vaginas to these men. Stop that. I've never in my life stopped that for real. That is not it. Make him get it. If he want to, make him come get it. You know what to do. Act like you don't know. That's why half of these dudes is relationship retarded now. Don't even know how to really talk to a woman. Because now they just want you to drop dead in front of them. No, man. No, man. We ain't going. Men don't care about women being promiscuous. We just won't marry them or take them seriously. Smash and dash. The race doesn't matter either. And that's the problem. Like I said, that's why y'all suffering from depression and issues now. Dipping into the brokenness. Y'all, we got to do better. Okay, we just got to. This ain't it. Like I was saying, y'all, tomorrow, me and Danica Marie, y'all please subscribe to her channel. Turn on the notification because we're going live tomorrow. I want to say 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be talking about a woman letting herself go or withholding sex should be grounds for no-fault divorce. Thank you for the super chat. Terenzo, he says, we're talking about the effects now. Truth always comes to light. And I'm a man who doesn't like promiscuous women. Yeah, like a man liking a promiscuous women, who cares? And then what? So somebody likes you. What happens after that? That's what they like. Okay? I mean, what do you do with like? Okay? So me and Danica, you know, because it's time for, this is what it's time for. The feminine is rising. It's time for the rise of the feminine. A part of your femininity is there is expectations. Okay? There is expectations. As women, us keeping ourselves looking good, looking together is just as important as expecting men to provide, men to protect. Okay? Like we have certain expectations of men. It's only fair that we have expectations as well. If we would look at a man as less than a man, if he wasn't protecting, then there has to be things on our behalf that would make us, you know, less than or have a consequence to as well. So it's too many women now that they get with these men. They make the man usually financially depend on them, okay, in some way. Then the women just start falling apart, looking however, having sex when and however, and a lot of y'all men get stuck then. And a lot of y'all men need to stop doing that. Okay. It is definitely okay. I know a lot of women, it's like, oh my God, we have to actually have a standard. And it's like, sis, did you die? Woman up. Okay. Woman up. All right. We about to talk about womaning up. Okay. If a man stopped doing certain things in a marriage, the women divorce. So what can the woman stop doing where the man should have a ground to divorce? We gonna talk about it because I see this all the time, and there's a lot of men stuck in these situations, and I honestly feel bad for them. But I kind of do, but I kind of don't, because they allow it. So we gonna talk about it, y'all, tomorrow. It's gonna be a very good talk. I'm really excited about it. So y'all tune in to me and Nika. I love y'all, and y'all have a good night.